Hey everybody. Okay, so this is an ARM Graviton server hosted on AWS, and I'm going to blow up the window and blow up the font a bit. I'm going to show you what was wrong with the Blurt image. Totally my fault, by the way. So I had been pulling data from an earlier version, sorry, not from an earlier version, from an RPC node into a witness node instance, and then it needed to reindex, okay? So I'm just going to show you really briefly fixing that, and just quite explicitly, I want to explain the reason I'm sharing this is I'm trying to get more knowledge about these device images out into the world. So the Blurt device image, it runs on an operating system called SOS, and you can find that at github.com/fadat/SOS, and you can find the build for it inside the contrib folder at gitlab.com/blurt slash well, then it's in the blurt/blurt, and then in the contrib folder. And again, this Blurt is on GitLab, not GitHub. And okay, so what we need to do, like, find the name of this thing. If you look on my GitHub or my Docker Hub profile, you can see that I recently pushed this image. Sadly, I did not push the fix. So let's get it rolling here, okay? And then I just have to do --replay -blockchain, because the existing data was not correctly indexed, okay? So I'm going to replay it, and then I'm going to push it to Docker Hub, and all SOS does is run the Docker image, okay? So when it boots, it downloads that image and runs it. And it runs it with the flag for resets, so that anytime you restart your little Raspberry Pi, it starts again. All right, and then here we go. Okay, and we're going to check out the log. Okay, and what you can see here is that what it's done, it has downloaded the chain and is synchronizing the block log. I also want to tell everybody that one of the reasons that I'm making this video is that this is how we are going to distribute the Lotus blockchain, okay? Lotus is a governance-focused chain that I'm using as an educational platform for basically a group that is pretty mixed. It's a number of business executives who talked to me about using public chains in their business practice, and I felt that really some of, in many ways, the only way to learn about some of this stuff is actually to do it. And even if you buy into a chain, it's much different from participating in Genesis. So, we're doing Lotus, and one of the cool things about that device image is that Lotus device image is actually going to run Blurt in the background, with the idea being that we are going to make the network more resilient. Okay, trying to make the Blurt network more resilient. There are a couple of catches to this. One of them is that Blurt really doesn't like to be suddenly shut down. The write-ahead log found in Cosmos Tendermint chains much more, I don't want to say death-friendly, but what I mean is if you go and just unplug the thing, then plug it back in, it'll work. And in the case of Blurt, if you just unplug the thing, you may end up in a lengthy resync, which is what's going on here. So before I go and depart, I want to kind of map out how this works for you guys, okay? So I'm going to hop out of full screen here. You schlep this over to the side. Yeah, left screen. Okay, beautiful. Uh-oh, no available windows. Okay, and we're gonna like schlep this one to the right, schlep this one over here. Well, that didn't work at all. The URL bar is gone. Thank you, Chrome. Thank you. As you can see, producing these types of videos it's really a bit of a challenge. So what are we gonna do here? Is this Tor? It is Tor. Beautiful. Whoop. Okay, alrighty. And so what I'd like to do is kind of just show you guys, the audience, the map of how this gets created. So let's head on over to oh, there we go. It's very interesting. Got a, that's quite, look at that. Okay. Anyway, here's a way to fix this. That's probably better anyway. Oh, that's the Windows version. We need. Okay, now, once this is done resyncing, and it's going to take like 3 hours, and I'm not going to be recording for 3 hours. Once this is finished syncing, what I'm going to do is Docker commit. Then I'm going to use the same image name, and then I'm going to push the thing to Docker Hub. And then that will fix Blurt starting in the background on Lotus images. And I think that actually, for now, I'm going to run. I'll make a mind map, and I will put that on YouTube. I'll also try to do an end-to-end video. And I wanted to say a quick shout out and thanks to Ming, who has been working with the images, and of course, .win1981. Thank you, thank you, thank you both. I also heard today, it's my great distress, that the Mega Drive server instance is down. So megadrive.blurt.foundation is down. I'm going to chase that down in just a moment after pressing stop, which I'm going to do now. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.